moving to oneness. Nourishing curiosity. Embracing differences. Becoming one.
Oh, you won't believe what is happening or why I'm so happy. Today, on this episode, fascinating things are happening as I'm starting to record this for you. It's August the 18th, 2024, and it's 1800 on the time when I'm looking here on my computer. And then I'm looking with a half eye out of the window. There's a dove sitting and watching me. So it's a powerful day. Let's explore what is arising for you and for me and for all of us. Hello, everyone. I'm Meilin Ehlke, your host of the Moving to Oneness podcast. Yes, 4 years ago, I really celebrated being on Apple podcast, right? That was the biggest thing at that time. And now the show is already 4 years old. Sometimes I was very regularly, and then life takes over or family takes over, and that's okay. And I'm having or had and will have a fantastic, wonderful time with you, and really also with myself as I'm sitting here alone sending out what's emanating out of me. It's so much fun. And I really started the podcast with a co-host, right? The first few episodes, Denise, and that was also an auspicious day. It was February 20th, 2020. Oh, there was like so many twos and zeros, and you could go backwards and forwards on the date, and still it was the same number. And I forgot what the specific word for this is. And it's called moving to oneness. And the last few days, I'm thinking about movement and the importance of it for all of us, for you, for me, and the world out there and beyond. It is so much happening in a way, a cycling. Here, what is happening all in August? We had the Olympics. Ooh, fascinating moments of people happy to meeting each other from around the globe, bringing their excellence, their own possibility, their own determination, their own passion to the world. Because I don't know how many billion people watching the Olympics, but also the city of Paris, vibrant, everyone speaking about how beautiful it was. So there's a new energy, I think, to everything when people come together. There were over 40,000 people just supporting the Olympics on the streets. Oh, that's an amazing number if you think about it, and about 11,000 athletes. And now again, in a few weeks, there's movement again for the Paralympics, and the similar thing will happen with so many smiles and happiness. I thought that was beautiful, really, really, really beautiful to observe on the screen. I did not go there myself personally. But where else was there movement? I thought they breakdancing that they brought. Too bad it's not going to be there next year anymore. But it brought this lightness and this playfulness. And the movement you saw and the energy that came from Tahiti, where you could see the ocean waves and how even they photographed some of the surfers, right? These courageous, I call them very courageous photographers that are in the water, and these beautiful shots. There was one beautiful shot my husband pointed out to me, is the photographer was underwater and photographed from underwater the surfer as he was in the tunnel. Right? This energy, this joy, this joy that you have when you do something you're passionate about. And I think it was this whole invitation of bringing to us, or emanating, they were also emanating this joy of pulling out your own strength, pushing yourself to the next level. But it's not pushing, it's because you do it for yourself, right? No one had to. But what happens if we do? So ask in your life where maybe you can do a little more, spend a little bit more time on to improve something. If it's a minute, even if it's in a softer version than you want to. But what can you also reactivate? That's it. It is this reactivation. And as I'm saying this, I have to move my hands. It's like this spiraling is happening. But again, like in a wave, this movement, it's not a spiral that's laying into the horizontal, which is also a fascinating spiral, right? Goes down or up like a little pyramids or funnels, talking about the funnel again, or tunnel as the waves of the Tahitian surface. But it is this other motion that is the motion of moving us forward, but it's also spiraling. It's like not so much like a wheel is turning, right? There is something different. There's a different energy. There is this lightness, this joyfulness, maybe because of this pureness, or the healing is happening, right? Healing for me is joy or joyfulness, right? We want all of that. That means if we heal ourselves and heal the world, heal nature, heal the animals, heal the way we are, heal the way how we communicate with each other, we bring so much joy to ourselves, to the world, to other people we relate with. Wow, yeah. And if you think about it, August is perfect for this. Wasn't the Lion Gate here, one of those big Star Nation gates, open for us to take in this wisdom that was really strong once on this earth, and is in a way revitalizing at this time too, and new support is coming to us so we can excel and bring forward also more of us and why we're here on this planet, right? On this earth, many of us are, comes again a dove, and she's really light gray, white. She has a lot. I think she left a few days ago. She came here once before. A white feather in front of my door, a balcony door. So I'm very happy. Maybe it's also another one. Who knows? But it makes my heart so joyful, so light, so expanded. As you know, birds anyway in my life, they're my support. If I have a certain thought, then they're there to give like a check mark. Yes, that was the right thought. Let's go in that direction. Follow your thought, follow your intuition. That's also then an invitation to you, right? Also, again, because of the energies of this year's Lion Gate, really to flush out, to fine tune, to bring out what you exist, or what you are bringing out into the world, and that you have not really brought to a brilliant shine. It looks like, it's sometimes when you put a lot of finger dots on marks on a glass, and then you have to go and polish it to really, it's brilliant and it's clear. That is happening to many of us. We're invited, and many are moving into this state of, in a way, crystallizing ourselves, reawakening the crystalline structures in our DNAs, acknowledging that there's so many more beings out there that are connected to our own being and who we're connected with, right? But also, again, I'm using the millions of people that traveled for the Olympics around the world over the years, right? Getting to know a new country, exploring it, but also with this vibrancy in it. So, what is this vibrancy also in you that has been a little bit dormant, and wants to come out, right? The Moving to Oneness podcast had this logo that gave its name. It's this beautiful dot of oneness, but then these energies, this golden energy that is coming and going into a dance with this unity. And we're uniting and going into a global dance, dancing with each other. And I think in Paris, there was also a very beautiful example that they did not do it just in a stadium, the opening ceremony, for example, but they did it outdoors, in the outside. So many had the possibility to observe and be surprised by the artistic, the creative actions, the beautiful scenarios or scenes that were set. So many more people were able to watch it then live, right? So it was like there was an opening, giving an unending feeling to it, which is carrying over. And I do have to, I forgot his name. The guy who revitalized in the Olympics and had the vision of creating games, right? Maybe they're more sportive, but creating these games so we could reunite or get to know each other and see similarities and explore and ask questions about each other that maybe the television, right, the books didn't bring us unless we would travel to another country. This is beautiful. And also this year, what I would love to celebrate, I know I'm talking a lot about the Olympics, but this year was the first year we finally had an equilibrium of men and women. Yeah, 2024. It's really a powerful year if we look at many aspects. And that joy, especially as I'm a woman, is we're seeing, or the world is seeing each other, and we are seeing each other in this harmony and balance, right? So many moon rituals have been done over the last few years, and those may have also brought this out in the world. And the moon does that, right? Brings harmony, brings balance with the universal principle of the feminine principle, right? So it's a cosmic movement supporting us to move forward. So you never have to feel alone. I think that is so important. And that's one of my biggest wishes, that we all know we're so connected with the landscape, with the flowers, with your houseplants, with your furniture, with people around the globe, with the whales on the other side of the earth, the stars, the other galaxies that we haven't explored, planets, that we're supported by beings we cannot see with our eyes, but maybe you're lucky and you can sense them, or you can talk to them, right? There's so many different ways. Maybe you can even smell them. Yeah. But also in the non-material, if we leave the material and see how supported we are in the non-material as we're creating there and bringing it out into this world. And also here in this beautiful world, we as human species are moving into this beautiful choir sound of the earth rhythms, the nature's rhythms. And to see that also happening, especially this year, lights up my heart. And it will not stop. It will keep on going, that we're moving more and more into a state of celebratoriness. That doesn't exist, that word, but let's create it. It's the state of constant celebration. And when I speak about celebration, it's not like you have to artificially start a party, but an acknowledgement of joy in your life, of the joy, that possibilities, that things are happening, that are making you vibrant, that are making you glow and shine your energy out into the world. And it's touching others. You are then an inspirational being. I mean, you're always an inspirational being, but you're celebrating those aspects, maybe one or several at the same time. Yeah. as I'm celebrating here 4 years of podcasting. I had 8 years of radio show, and now it's 4 years of a podcast. Wow, it's 12 years and touches me deeply. How many of you also have listened, have commented, have written me, have met me over that time, have asked me for input, gave me ideas what to bring on the next podcast or radio show, or you were my guests on interviews. A beautiful time. So even here, keep on bringing your ideas, sending me your ideas of what to speak about, who to invite, or maybe you're the right person to be on the show, especially if you're environmental and you have to do with animals and nature, that would be fun. Please connect with me. It doesn't matter where you are in this world. So important that we dance together. And it's again this movement. And this movement is if you move your hands, and this is like a spiraling hand movement, and it's like a ball, and you're bringing your love, white energy, right? You pull that energy, that beautiful glow out of your body, and you're creating the ball of light, playing with it in your arms, showing it to the sun, the moon, the stars, the clouds, or someone else. So don't forget also to celebrate with the children, to celebrate with our elders, to take them in with your partner, your friends. I invite you to share more of what you are about. Educate them about you so we can learn more from each other. When you share with me, I learn about myself. And the same, share your information with a tree, with a flower, with a bush, with a stone, and ask them to share their beingness with you so you can be who you are even more, because even through them you recognize aspects about yourself. So this is this exchange, and exchange is also this movement. And this movement, it's not just like a line we draw on a piece of paper, but sparks go out in every directions and stimulate. There's stimuli. Movement is stimuli. It's an awakening, and we are enlightening ourselves, bringing things to ignite, to glow, and intensify this glowness. Look around yourself. Don't you notice it in other people? There's so much action, things are being created, so we can feel comfortable, that we can feel harmonious. And I know I'm using this word today a lot, but where are you harmonious or not harmonious? It is so important. We've not been trained to do that, right? We have to be trained to achieve. But where can we balance using our hands and using our mind, using our heart, using our voice, using our love, while we send it out also through our eyes, our heart, as we hear the love sounds of others or new sounds, is harmonizing, balancing out all the things you utilize to use your intuition. Where are you maybe stronger is something where you're not utilizing so much, maybe you give a little bit more intention there. And that's the other thing. The energies of this month and what's coming up in the future is really honing your craft. Is where can you spend a little bit more time on your craft to make it more spent. I'm talking also to many healers, and most of you, everyone who's healing, you're just all such beautiful light healers. But we're being asked to hone and to intensify the focus that becomes, whatever we do, more like a laser beam, that we can utilize it on command when it's needed, when you desire to support others. Right? So, yes. So celebrate that, not a boiling up, but this movement that is creating sparks within your body, is letting you start stretching in a new way, dancing in a new way, walking, running, cooking, sewing, house cleaning, singing, writing, all of these beautiful things. So I celebrate you. I really do. But I'm also celebrating myself. And there comes this a beautiful song so we can celebrate each other. Bum bum ba da da din do da de din de de ow do. Bum boom din da da dun din da 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 din 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 da do. Bo dee dun do 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 dun da da dun da dun. Bum. 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 Bumba-da-din-da do bumba-da-din-din-din-dun, chick. Bumba-ba-din-da do din chick, chick. Bumba-da-doo-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-ba-da-da-dum, chick, chick. Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-dee-a-doo-doo-da-dee-dee-dee-dum, chick. Ching-a-da-dum-bun-da-doo-doo-dum-ba-da-dum, chin-chin-chin-chin. Bum-ba-da-dee-dum, bum-bum-dum-dum, chick, 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 bum, dun, dun. This is so much fun. So I'm clapping for you, I'm clapping for me, I'm clapping for us. I'm so happy that we all are moving more and more into living our oneness, all of our facets, and sharing all of our facets with this facetful globe, beautiful planet Earth, and then also with everything beyond. Thank you very much for listening. Do join the Facebook group if you want to moving to oneness. You're always welcomed. And I'm Meilin Ehlke, wishing you a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. Bye bye.